Today it is kind of cold. It's before 10 o'clock, and I'm definitely not motivated today. So, best thing in the world, cure it all for me. So I'm gonna drink a little bit of this. And today we're finishing the rest of the install of the valve covers on the car. I got a few other things to do as well, so hopefully I get everything done. I noticed that I didn't finish up a video from the other day, and I'm gonna work on that today. Hopefully get that done. But I think for the most part, the other valve cover that I put in is in perfect condition, and then I went back and got the intake tube that I was missing for it, and now that's in the car. So I'm gonna try and energize a little bit, maybe be in a little bit better mood because it's cold and don't feel good, but can't skip out on content, so let me try and energize. I had to go inside and put on another layer of clothes because today is only supposed to be 34. So I am pretty cold right now. Wind is blowing, and I don't know if I noticed, or I don't know if I showed it yesterday or whatever day I did a video. I can't even keep track anymore. But valve cover was in. This was for my AC clutch. The wire burned up, so I had to fix that. And then I had made like some janky fix for this, but I guess this is actually what's supposed to go on here. So I got that from the car in the junkyard. Put that on, it doesn't leak at all. And then I want to say I showed this, but anyway, this was the tube that went to the other motor, and I actually had to get that entire tube right there for everything to work right. It just needs to be cleaned up, but other than that, it's not bad. But everything's pretty much put together. I've got the stock engine cover that I'm going to try and take to work and put it in the blasting cabinet and get the rest of the paint off so I can resurface it and redo it and everything. If I sit out here and try to sand it, it's going to take a long time, and I really don't feel like messing around with that. But I'm going to try and get the back valve cover done today, so that's one less thing that I have to worry about. And the car is that much closer to being done. So I'm going to get cracking on that, and I'll do periodic updates. I'm not going to record the whole thing, but I'll do some periodic updates and let you know what's going on. I'm sure some of you might get a good laugh out of this, but I had to kind of make this little shanty tent just to block me from the wind. This thing broke a while back, and the top got thrown away, but these are the sides that went to my my little garage, and I've just got them up over the top of this just so I can get this done. But it's really cold, and I'm trying to get as much done as I can. I first started this and there was leaves falling everywhere, so I had to put this up, but I'm getting closer and closer to getting the intake manifold off. Just got a few more things, and then I'll be ready to rock on that. Alright, I wanted to give you all an update on what was going on. I finally got the back valve cover off. It has taken me forever to do this. I was battling with some plastic clips that were on the back that wouldn't come off of the studs that hold the wires in place, and finally got this off. So that part's off. I've got it actually sitting all the way on the porch, but one thing I wanted to show you, if you were trying to get one of these off of here, this back valve cover will not come off unless you drop the motor down about that far. So if you ever have to do a valve cover gasket on these, it's a pain in the ass, and I recommend that you do it on lift or jack stands with a jack underneath, because it is not fun. So I've got a little bit left to do. Just putting the gasket on the other one now, and then I can drop that in. And feels like it's getting colder. But if you can tell what I'm wearing, it is definitely windy. It's definitely cold, and it's kind of hard to see under there a little bit. But it's coming along. And this thing is a lightsaber. It's not a lightsaber, it's a lifesaver. Life-saver. Why can I not get that word right? Anyway, this is working perfectly. Nothing's dropping into the motor, so I'm very happy about that. Just got a little bit left to do, and then we'll be able to get the other one back on. So, yeah. Finally got the valve cover back in. Like I was saying before, on this one was really loose, and you know, it was pretty messed up. These were the same way, but now they're pretty tight. This one I still need to tighten up a little bit, but at least the holes aren't stripped out now. So all I've got to do is tighten up the bolts on there. I'm gonna clean up the surface on the lower plenum, get everything put back together, start it up, and everything should be good. Alright guys, I just now got everything back together. When I say that I am completely worn out, it is not an understatement. I've been out here since 9:30, and just now got this back together. All I gotta do is put the coolant reservoir back where it needs to go, and then I can go ahead and start this up, make sure everything works. But it's all back together. Both the valve covers have been replaced, and the valve cover gaskets were already good, so I didn't have to worry about replacing those. But everything is pretty much back the way it needs to go. Just got one or two other things, little small things to do, and then I can go ahead and start this up. So give me just a second, we'll start it up, see what happens, and should be good to go. Alright guys, just got back from a test drive. Everything works perfectly fine. The only thing that happened, which I probably just made a mistake when I put the valve cover in, the seal that goes around the VVT solenoid, when I got back it was missing. So if you can see back there on the AC line, there's a bunch of oil. I guess I wasn't paying attention when I put those on there, but I must have left it out, or it shot out whenever I was driving. But other than that, everything is done. If you heard on the first startup, after I got everything together, you probably noticed a really loud exhaust sound. The exhaust manifold cracked again, so I had to kind of just do like a boogery weld on there just to fix it for the time being. But that's fixed, everything's good to go, and hopefully I won't have to worry about it anymore, because I'm tired of having to weld this thing back together. But I am pretty much done for today. I'm going to see if maybe my engine cover will go back on, because I'd like to have it to where it looks stock again. But see what that does, and maybe it'll look good. Anyway, I'll catch you guys later. Peace out and strive for success.